Hello there, this is the Gamer Gecko, and I have returned after probably the longest fucking break you've ever seen. Um, so if you're wondering where I was, a lot of stuff was happening. I changed my PlayStation name, as you can see. Um, and I don't know, I wasn't happy. I couldn't really record and be happy, but, I don't know, I want to come back to this game. I love Lovecraft. Anyone that knows me and I'll probably knows that Lovecraft's probably my favorite thing to talk about. Um, and since it's the only game I know that portrays Lovecraft in a way that a lot of games I wish could, I just want to come back to it. So yeah, we're gonna go back. I believe we were in the asylum with the Hugo Strange looking guy. And the reason I call him Hugo Strange because he looks like him from, I think Gotham by Gaslight, something like that. P.S. An officer Bradley followed the intruder to the secret meeting place of a court-sent network of underground caves, right under the Harkons Manor. They witnessed a strange ceremony led by Charles Hawkins, very much alive. Bradley tried to arrest him, but Hawkins, whose bodies displayed various mutations, disemboweled the police officer. As he tried to escape from him, Pierce found himself a prisoner of Rockfall, rushed to the Riverside Institute. He is in a critical state. Well, and would Pierce ever continue his journey if the fucking game loads? Will my pug ever get sleep? As he stares at me, yep, close your eye. Yeah, you think I didn't catch you? Look away, he's doing again. Go to sleep, dude. Does this on purpose, he wants me to eat his ass. So yeah, I was really excited to play this game. Go to sleep, go to sleep. There we go. So I was super excited to play this game again. I really enjoy Call of Cthulhu. It's probably like one of the best games I played last year, to be honest. If my phone wasn't dumb, sorry. And I don't know, I kept thinking about it. It's taking a really long time to load. I don't like that, because it wasn't doing that before. I remember when I played this game, it loaded really quickly. So I'm really hoping this doesn't mean that the game's gonna run really badly. I do have a lot of stuff on my system right now. That might have been a bad idea to do. I don't know. I just want to play this game. Let's pray that loads. Originally I was gonna do a Lust for Darkness playthrough. But that would have been stupid. Because first off, that game basically is an instant demonetization, or whatever you want to call it. Basically, if I played that, my chances of getting taken down would have actually increased a lot. Because that's like a sexual Lovecraft game. There it goes, playing fast now. I could tell you for a fact, buddy, I do not want to get in trouble with YouTube. Since YouTube's basically a Nazi regime now. Into madness.
This machine seems to consume a great deal of electricity.
What was I?
What will happen if I increase the current to the limit? Worse and worse.
So if I remember correctly...
Vats of rotten flesh? An elaborate electrical system? Like a dumb pulp novel.
This is something.
What's the connection between this meat and the electrical installation?
That meat has an eye. I'm guessing this is something. I remember, like, there was this weird fish creature shown in the drawings of the natives that were here. And I'm pretty sure this is what some of it looked like. It's very Lovecraftian, so it's better that or pieces of Cthulhu or Cthulhu, if you want to get specific. Oh, here we go. Here's some oh, this is not horrifying at all. Oh, maybe they're mutating people in here, because, yeah, that's... Maybe if I actually, like, said something instead of, you know... Do you jog again? Let's see you. Oh, no, put that back, put that back. It's nothing. Ooh, a sink. Oh, I can wash my hands.
The corpse is complete. Whose are these limbs?
Maybe it's this guy's limbs. Oh, if I could do something for a second. Oh my god, I swear to god, if they don't put that guy down, I'm going to. Before I activate this, 'cause I'm pretty sure something bad's gonna happen when I do. Let's look around a little more. So. Okay, yeah, someone's definitely gonna come through the door. So I need to remember that. How do I run again? I need to know how to run before I like even think about doing this. Okay, that's... Oh, this is gonna suck for me. Okay. Every time I try to run forward in games nowadays, it gets really wonky. So like, this makes a big ass noise.
Have I activated anything?
Is that dickwad gonna come back? I'm not gonna activate the other one till I get back. So at least I know for a fact. I'm gonna wait for him to come back.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, that's the guy that sounds like the guy that played Brain from Pinky and the Brain.
4, 5. Just a few days to go. Yeah, that's 4 days ago.
Okay, asshole.
My calculations are always right. It's the date. It's the date that is pretty. I don't know what this date is, but the calculations, they're right. 4 days, maximum. 5 at the most.
What is welling up inside me? I feel it in my head and in my body. He roars and swells and has strength of oceans. Its waves rise and crash, leaving behind them a trail.
If I do not sleep, he does not catch me. If he does not catch me, I do not sleep. I do not see him. I do not hear him. He does not call me.
Exactly what I need.
Why do I need this? Where am I even going? Yeah, you just eat your chicken noodle soup, buddy. Oh, you know what? That was probably helpful for our problems.
He'll find me. He can see me.
Let's calm down, please. Pain is just information, dear Francis. Invaluable information for my research.
Kill me. Kill me.
What?
If you don't kill me, he will.
My poor friend, I fear your mind is lost forever.
Oh, why am I... Okay. Oh god, that was uncomfortable.
The door is blocked on the other side. It's done. Now for the others.
Wait, it's done? What?
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Oh, Chef Boyardee, I gotta be careful. Chef Boyardee is the most scary Lovecraftian entity. His meatballs have caused madness untold. Are you shitting me? How do I... Shit. So many spicy meatballs. Oh god. I don't want to be seen by him. Oh, he probably makes delicious noodles. Be gone! Vila Kala fucking Cthulhu sounds. Fuck you, kid. I have the keys. You can never make me eat your food again.
I'll go take a look. You there!
Get the fuck out of here! No! Oh. Yes, I kinda realized that now, game, thank you. What was I supposed to do? His power was untold. Dude, can you get out, please? Is it recording? Okay, I was like, oh god, I'm talking to myself. No, I wouldn't say this game is Silent Hill. You think your meatballs can scare me? See? Can he still see me?
I think we got a walker! Hey!
Don't understand how that like ends the game. I think he's asking me to calm down. I don't think he's actually doing anything like harmful to me. Come walk over here. Yeah, I don't think they're doing anything like harmful. I think they're just like, hey, calm down, buddy. Okay. How am I supposed to get this book somehow? Oh. I think my call is... Am I doing occultism? Yeah, I need to make sure that one's up because that has to be important. It has to be that fucking first... That last one in there's gonna be like the one that like fucked me up the most, huh? Alright, can you see me through that? No. I mentioned there's a window on the other side. Oh, alright. Guess, my medical knowledge is at 2. Does that mean I can look at the thing yet? Let me find out. I feel like I could now. I'm surprised this isn't like that Family Guy mini game where they like yell when they see you. I mean, I guess that would make sense. They are. Is there a hook for him? Oh no, I think his thing is just on. I was just like, oh god. Alright, buddy. So you and I are gonna have some relationship problems. Pug's having like a seizure or something. Yep, gonna lay down right there, buddy. I don't want your dick on my blink, I'm sorry. I appreciate the offer, but I don't want my...
You. Yeah, you there. Come here.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Sleep. That's all.
Sleep? You don't want to leave?
No. Have you seen the storm that's brewing? I'm fine here. Except for one
I
problem.
don't think...
You want sleeping pills, right?
Yeah. And in exchange, I can make noise. Lots of noise.
You'll draw the guards to your cell to allow me to escape.
So, you in? Find something to make me sleep, and I'll take care of the guards for you.
You know what? Fine.
I'll find you some pills.
Go look in the storage room. There must be sleeping pills there.
Alright, I don't usually say this, but I think you have a deal here, buddy. I think you and I can make this work. Turn this on.
It's an ammeter. I didn't expect to see one on this little rock. Theoretically, I've only got one lever to push.
If I do this, is this gonna explode? Am I not doing a good thing? Okay. So, he'll draw the guards, I'll do that, and then I'll blow up Hugo Strange's lab. Speaking of it, is that store? Do I have the key? The key should open the storage room. I'll try, but I don't know. I feel like that's not gonna work. I don't know why. This is where to escape. I know that for a fact. Yeah, this is a storage room. How do I get in?
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
These assholes. Underground tunnels. What do I have? Oh, this is the wrong thing. Wait, the maintenance room. I believe this is the maintenance room, right? No, that's a different one. I do know for...
Let's calm down, please.
Theoretically...
The door is blocked on the other side.
Information, dear Francis.
Fine, I'm going Batman.
Information for my research.
This is probably gonna fuck with me.
If you don't kill me, he will.
My poor friend. I feel
I
your
really-
mind is lost forever.
Oh, it fucks with me being in here. I don't like it. Come on. Buddy, just a little while longer. Oh! Oh, did I just give myself a life problem?
Now for the next step. This lever must turn on the gas machine.
Oh, but I am, like...
The piping hasn't burst. Not yet, anyway.
Oh, wait, is this... I don't feel like this is gonna help. I feel like if I do this, I'm going to cause a bigger problem. I don't even have the thing for this. Yeah, so I can't even do this route. Okay, I was scared as fuck for a second. I was like, am I really going to explode this place? Is this there? I believe I have.
Perfect.
Right. I don't think you had to do that, but okay. Now do the, does this work for this?
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Where do I get the padlock? I guess maybe in here. There's someone in this room, but yeah, this is the pharmacy. There has to be sleeping pills in here. Or in here. Or not. You know, we can pretend we didn't see that.
I'll go take a look.
Oh, you won't.
You there?
Who's there? Hey!
I'm not gonna be able to escape, yeah. God. I was doing so good. I rewatched my gameplay, so I know I was doing better. Ah, God, okay. Oh, I hate that part so much. I really don't like the idea of having to go through this. I understand that this is all supposed to culminate to my escape. I'm not a retard. He's in there, so... He's gonna do
Where do they keep their sleeping pills?
There we go. What's this?
Scopolamine? Morphine? Opium? My new friend's sleeping pills.
Oh, do I have time? Do I have time? Oh, that should give me enough medicine.
You there?
Oh, no, 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 no,
This
no.
way.
No, god damn it! Again, I don't understand how that kills me. That's just like, hey, calm down. I could have avoided the entire... Yeah, I'm actually kind of mad about that. I basically gave myself more madness than I had to. There has to be something in the storage room that's important if the guy's in there. I don't feel like they would just put some random a-hole in there just to basically be like, hey, hi, Mr. Meeseeks, look at me! What do you mean here now? It actually pisses
Where do
me
they
off.
keep their sleeping pills?
Right, they should give me enough to look at these.
Scopolamine? My new friend's sleeping pills.
Oh, you didn't see me.
This way!
Oh, for fuck's sakes! Where did you even come from? Oh god, he fucking... That was the guy over there. God, this is... You know, for a place where no one wants to leave, they have way too much fucking security. I understand that all the people here are fucking batshit insane. I'm not denying that I would do the same if I were in a mental hospital.
Where do they keep their sleeping pills?
But I will say it right now, this is way too much.
My new friend's sleeping pills.
He's walking the opposite direction. And then I'm going to hop in here real quick. There's a clue in here, so I know something's up. It's probably where the guy... If I stay by here, I know the guy doesn't come here. At least I hope he doesn't. There's something in here that they don't want me to find. I'm a detective, Destin. Be a detective, damn it. I'll give that guy the sleeping pills, and then I'll... Oh, is this...
The door is blocked on the other side.
Oh, chain.
With these chains on your wrist, you can't escape.
I'm still not done. For God's sake, so what could I be looking for? Oh, God damn it, this asshole. I don't know what they could possibly want me to grab. Like, I'm not trying to be mean, but there's nothing in here. Can I enter like Cthulhu fishing or something? Coming back. It's something here that they fucking obviously want me to find. It's starting to make me feel like an idiot because I think it's gonna be something obvious. Like, what could be? This has to have something important. It's a doctor's fucking coat. Just fucking like, what? He left just fucking like pictures of his like nude hot wife. Because for some reason, a lot of media, like the old doctor guys, have like really smoking hot wives. Damn it, there's something here. And I want to find all the mysteries. Oh, for God's sakes. Okay. Despite a lot of things I say, how was I supposed to know? The eye comes back and forth. That's not my fault. It's not my fault. Would the gas one be more, like, reliable? Oh, fuck off, dude. Not even fucking crazy. Let me grab the sledgehammer. Let me show you how we do in Chicago. That was the worst Chicago impression anyone's had. And I don't give a damn. Yeah, why did I... Was that entire route just to do that? Because if that was what it was, I am so disappointed right now. I really don't know if this is a good idea, because I feel like this one's gonna cause more issues. This is fine, I'm not gonna cause any problems. I'm not exploding this place, am I? I feel like I am. Oh, forgot about this one. Alright.
To hide before the guards see me.
What's the map? Is that even a map, or am I just a dumbass and I'm just gonna have to guess? This is who I'm looking for. This is her husband. I think it would have been much more simpler just giving the guy the fucking pills. Does the keys work?
Damn.
Oh, what did they do to you?
Doctor, is that you?
Don't you worry about the doctor. Right now, he'll have plenty to keep him busy with his precious machine. It gives us time to get away. I'll undo you.
Get away? Get away where? I can't go anywhere. It'll find me, like it found me here. You're mistaken about the beast. Don't stay with me, or you'll end up the same way.
You're Sanders, aren't you? I heard you from my cell. What did they do to you? What does Fuller want with you?
The doctor? You think it's the doctor who scares me? The doctor wants to heal me. But he's the one who's crazy. He wants to restore my sight. He wants to give me back my eyes. And yet I told him that I didn't want them. I do not want to see it anymore. The real culprit is Sarah. Her and her accursed paintings.
You're kidding me. You're talking about Sarah Hawkins.
The one and only. The legendary. There is no artist more enlightened or cursed than Sarah Hawkins.
In her office, I saw signs of a ritual, perhaps an invocation. These things, that's what makes you say she's cursed.
You're wrong. It was not an invocation, but a revocation. But she failed.
She
That's
was
what
trying to
counts.
cause something back.
What's going on this island?
I'm so sorry. We should never have met.
What are you talking about?
Destiny! It has trapped you. Don't let it see you, or you won't be able to escape it. Don't look at it. That's how it finds you.
What finds me?
Sarah Hawkins' visitor. The Shambler.
Sanders, pull yourself together.
Without her, it's no longer possible to save me.
Sanders!
What the fuck?
What the hell? I gotta... Okay. This is insane. What killed him?
Damn it. What the fuck am I doing? No. Did the Shambler kill him?
Damn! The gas! Oh. My head.
Later. We need to move on.
Alright, so if you don't understand, the Shambler is a creature in the mythos, the dimensional Shambler, and basically those creatures do, it comes from these dimensional gates, and they just drag and eat people in them. So I'm guessing Sarah Hawkinson's paintings, gates to other dimensions, and she possibly unleashed a dimensional Shambler. I remember quickly, they have like a weird insectoid appearance. Pierce woke up in an asylum, installed in the cellars of the Riverside Institute. He met Dr. Colden, a female friend of Badley, who helped him escape. Wandering through the corridors of this place, where Dr. Fuller reigned supreme, Pierce was able to talk to a man called Francis Sanders. Before dying in the full view of the detective, he accused Sarah Hawkins of being the cause of his torments. Pierce finally left the accursed building, accompanied by Badley and Colden. The companions in misfortune decided to use the Hawkins mansion as a hideout. Oh no! Cthulhu, the ultimate evil. Oh, that's so cool. Oh god, he's staring at us, isn't he?
Who goes there? That nightmare again. I need a drink.
Alcohol is the only cure for madness. Oh god, alright, points. I can't do that. Eloquence, 3 months. I have another one. If I max out strength, I'm just gonna be a beef head. want to quit without validating. No. I want to validate these. Okay. So you really want to validate these character point attributions. I'm just trying to reason with you. I'm Bradley, and I like to sound like a New Yorker, even though I'm clearly not. Yeah. Yeah, He-Man. Fuck those
No.
assholes.
I want to know what Bradley and Dr. Colden have to say about all this.
Okay, I guess not. Fucking. They better have alcohol. I miss Cat. I like Cat. She was the only nice one to me, even though she kicked me in the balls. I hope we meet again. She was actually an interesting
You're
character.
awake, Mr. Pierce.
Shut up.
How do you feel?
Busy.
Did I sleep long?
The day is only starting. It's fine.
Does not matter how long we have. What matters is how long we don't have. Oh, I was gonna play this, but yeah. Alright. Let's talk. Guess not.
How's our fugitive? Dr. Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the Force, but that'll come soon.
Bradley?
Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce, are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
There are things I can't explain.
Tell us. What happened?
Alright,
Given the energy he pours into Riverside, I presume it was Fuller's creation.
His father's, to be correct. He was a surgeon on board the Scylla.
mm-hmm.
He founded the hospital in 1904 with funds from the Hawkins family before he died and his son Thomas Fuller took over.
Two families inextricably linked.
Most island families are that way. Captain Fitzroy's father was also a seaman aboard the Scylla.
Powerful families dominating everything.
Yes, and as you could tell, Dr. Fuller is like some crazed emperor.
He wouldn't be happy if he knew we were snooping around.
I know the risks. I don't fear him. Do you wish to know anything else?
Undo your shirt.
Dr. Fuller seems to be leaving a trail of corpses. Not to mention those strange machines, chains, and tools of all kind.
Yes. I've been telling you that Fuller uses his patients as guinea pigs.
Oh, God.
What I saw was more akin to torture than medicine.
Do you even hear what you're saying? Dr. Fuller is highly respected.
It's the truth, Ethan. And I'll prove it to you. I'm listening, Mr. Pierce.
Can you stop doing weird hand gestures? I had to be.
What I'm sure of now is that the Hawkins case isn't just an accident.
And what brings you to that conclusion?
The fact that Charles Hawkins survived the fire.
I don't understand. Mr. Hawkins was buried.
That's what he would have you believe.
I have a hard time believing you.
You were there, Bradley. You even opened fire on him.
I'd remember that.
Why would he fake his own death? Do you think he covered up his wife's murder?
That's possible.
Seems hard to swallow. Don't you have anything more concrete, Pierce?
Bradley, what do you remember?
I don't understand your question.
The night we went into the Hawkins mansion. You don't seem to remember the tunnels and what occurred there.
No memory of going down any tunnel. No, we were in the manor, then,
Then what?
The rest is quite blurry. I don't recall how I came back home.
And then?
I went to visit you at the hospital. And called on Marie's help to get you released.
And you don't remember the events of the tunnel?
I don't. Let's talk about something else.
What the fuck? No, you should know.
I heard you talking earlier.
Why am I not surprised?
Because
I get the impression you two don't get along.
Intrusive and not very clever. Anyway, let's get back to the business at hand.
I will test you again.
I have flashbacks. They haunt me.
What did they do to you?
There was that Dr. Fuller. And a nurse. Blood. Everywhere. My legs. The pain. I couldn't bear it. I was screaming. They injected me with something. I woke up at the Institute. Bradley was there.
And how you scared us. You seemed demented.
You likely woke up during the anesthesia. No wonder those memories haunt you. What in God's name were they doing to you?
What happened afterwards?
When I woke up the second time, I was in a padded cell. That's where you found me, Doctor. After you released me, I got a good look at what's in store for the patients of the Riverside Institute. Hallucinogenic gas pumped into the cells. An infernal machine. Horrific medical experiments.
Impossible. Dr. Fuller would never do such a thing.
You should believe it, Ethan. What Mr. Pierce saw is precisely what I've been trying to prove. Did you discover anything else?
I might be on to a
I
lead.
met Francis Sanders. Do you know him?
Of course, he's a patient. Or was. I haven't seen him since Dr. Fuller had him transferred to the basement.
Well, he's dead now.
He knew Sarah Hawkins. And that's what killed him.
What?
Oh, mother is home. Alright, let me go welcome mom home. I'll be back in a second, guys. I also got to pee, so... Yeah. Cthulhu, Cthulhu, Cthulhu.
How did he die?
I'm not sure I can explain it.
Tell me how Mr. Sanders died.
The Force.
I didn't see what, but something was there with us.
Of what do you speak?
Sanders said it was Sarah Hawkins' visitor. He spoke of it like a living being.
Sarah Hawkins? Have I missed something here?
No.
This makes no sense. I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins case.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying. It's no coincidence.
You know, Francis Sanders was a well-known art collector. I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
An art collector, you say? That's probably how they met.
If you plan on having dinner at the Sanders household, please spare the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
I don't agree. She deserves the truth.
Oh.
But that truth may be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
I'd have to tell the truth.
He's right. We can't ignore the truth.
But it could drive her mad.
Better madness than ignorance. Very well. I'll go to see Francis's widow. Perhaps I'll find a link between her husband's death and Sarah Hawkins.
Don't end up in the hospital this time.
I'll do my best.
Let us go now and learn the truth about what's happening on this island.
Yeah, it would be best to tell her. I don't think I'd drive her mad, though.
The other night's events are still confused in my head.
What if I go upstairs? I like this game. This is probably gonna be one of my... Oh. I just... Pierce, Cold, and then Badley decide to team up to solve the Sarah Hawkins case. They have a new trail to follow. Francis Sanders, an art collector and friend of the painter who died right in front of Pierce. The detective goes to his house in order to speak to his widow about the shambler that the unfortunate man mentioned before he died. Ooh, I like this game. The background, those statues. I can't tell if it's a chimera or some kind of like Lovecraft reference. I'm really excited. This is probably one of my favorite games. I don't know why, I enjoy Lovecraft. It's one of my favorites. Lovecraft. Uh-oh.
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders, I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may. However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
That is precisely what brings me here.
Oh.
Well, well. Look who's here.
Cat fight?
You know each other.
We met briefly. Time enough to iron out a few matters. The main thing is that we understood one another. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, Detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me.
Uh-oh. This is bad.
May I inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Yesterday, I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned.
I can tell.
You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
What happened to your husband is terrible, Mrs. Sanders. But from what I saw, it was inevitable. The man I met yesterday had lost his reason. He suffers no longer, if you would allow me such a platitude.
Of course. Thank you for your kind words. Nobody in that hospital would have deigned to speak them to me. However, it will require more than that to soothe my mind. I need to understand. How could this happen? In a reputed institute? And right before your eyes? Did you not do anything to help him?
It's terrible what happened to your husband, but I had nothing to do with it. I was injured, and I came across him in the hospital quite by chance.
Injured? Well, I'm delighted to see you in such fine fettle, Detective. Not everybody enjoyed such a prompt recovery.
I suppose Fuller does do miracles now and again.
Luck is obviously very kind to you. Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
Did your husband talk to you about Sarah Hawkins' visitor? A shambler, to use his precise terms.
Well, you can imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on. The Shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
It is my only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Then you have paid no heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it...
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long.
She looks like the lady from Shrek in the bar.
Did she really care for him after all?
Dear Madam, I acknowledge receipt of the letter in which you demand the body of his husband. I am sorry to inform you that I cannot agree to return his body to you. At the moment of his interment, you signed discharge, allowing me to dispose of his body as I see fit. I extend my deepest condolences to you, Thomas Fuller.
The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives.
Oh god, that's a cool looking painting. A photograph of Sarah Hawkins next to the Sanders. It must be very close. What? Okay.
A house of artists. Frances Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even? Sanders' accession register. He wrote beside the Shambler, "Finally." What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting?
She probably feared what she put into it. There was great power.
He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom? She first refused to sell the painting. How did that make her feel? She despises Sarah Hawkins, but it's the painting she truly hates. Why?
Ah!
The Shambler. need to see it.
Do I really? This is a book gonna be a book of occultism, I believe. Oh, that's a medicine. God, I'm gonna get my medicine up before the end of this, aren't I? Alright, so whatever Sarah Hawkins pointed the painting got unleashed. This must have caused him to gouge his eyes out. I'm guessing this means that whatever... This has something to do with Dr. Fuller, though.
Let's see what this cylinder has to say once it's inserted in a phonograph.
Did Sarah Hawkins unleash the being? Or did this bitch? Okay. Let me look at... Okay, this is a dream catcher.
A strange Amerindian pendant.
What pendant? An ancient amulet, probably made in. I wonder what it's supposed to be. Sleeping
I could use one of those.
So everyone that gets involved with the Hawkins thing...
Strange. For months, Sarah Hawkins refused to part with her painting, to finally give it away for nothing.
Dear Princess, I beg you to give all hope of ever owning this accursed painting. If our friendship has any meaning for you, please spare me the weight of guilt. I cannot be the architect of your fall. I beg of you, my dear friend, forget the Shambler. Your friend, Sarah Hawkins. Kate's like, what the fuck is he doing?
An old diary.
This farming spent times on Reverend Wickerwood's community. His wife expresses her worries about the strange dreams that the Reverend's congregations are having since their arrival on this island. Some members of the community, her husband included, began to speak of their vision as a messenger sent by God. She is scared that they will suffer the same fate as the lost tribe. Cat, I can tell you're waiting for like a dramatic thing, but I'm busy. There we go. Desertion on an automatic. It is the work of a student book form, although the observations are relevant, like the expertise of an experienced physician. However, the question asked allows us to imagine the ways of exploring it. This is going to fill up my... I believe this gives me... Really? I was like, damn, I probably have like everything. Okay, before I talk to you.
That's twice you've stepped on my toes, Detective. Try not to make a habit of it.
I really don't.
I've got a lot of bad habits.
Some can be more fatal than others. What have you come looking for in this gallery?
Well,
I have a well-off client in Boston who heard about the death of Francis Sanders and wanted me to size up his estate before making an offer to his widow.
Nice story. Bad lie. Learn how to dupe, Detective. But as long as you keep out of my way, you're free to carry on with your visit.
And you? What brings you to the Sanders home?
I'm here on business. Irene asked me to liquidate all these paintings. She doesn't intend to hang around here for long.
Why you?
Believe it or not, there aren't many collectors on Darkwater. It needs someone with a network and a means of transport to the mainland. A choice that comes down to Fitzroy and me. And I'm far more pleasant, wouldn't you say?
you kicked me, boss.
Not now, sweetheart. I'd like to read this without some snoop looking over my shoulder.
Oh, that's really badass. It is a kind of encyclopedia of monstrous and unknown creatures. I'm beginning to believe they exist. Okay, I'm gonna screenshot this. Save screenshot. Oh, those are the hounds of, oh god. There's some kind of ancient, I believe, great old one. And then the star of the eye in it, that is an elder sign that I use to basically hold and maintain ancient Eldritch powers and horrors. Oh god, that actually scared me. Oof. That's so cool. And these are like all, yeah, these are all like Lovecraftian themed.
Go take a hike, Detective.
Okay. Just want to be nice to you. I should have just been nice. I shouldn't have lied. I'm trying to have like a good relationship with her. Oh, these are the violins. It could be a thing of Dagon, but I feel like it's more of a... God, what the fuck were those fish people called? I forgot. They were really featured in Shadow over Innsmouth, I believe. Basically, these fish guys, they're the children of Dagon and Mother Hydra. And they basically built R'lyeh for Great Cthulhu. Egyptian themed. That's all, really. These could represent Nyarlathotep, because he's Egyptian themed. The Hotep is especially used in Egyptian names, and he was known as the Black Pharaoh, and the faceless god does feature a faceless sphinx, so it could be that. Another one. At least I'm with the ape men. Forgot what they were called though. Ooh, a Cthulhu doodle.
These artifacts date from pre-Columbian times. These artifacts date from pre-Columbian times.
Alright, the mask I believe might also be another Innsmouth thing, but that just could be an occult mask. Oof. Oh, that's cool. I'd love to have something like that. A lot of daggers. The Scarabs is another... That's another Lovecraft one, I believe. Not Lovecraft, Nyarlathotep. Again, ancient pharaoh.
The public entrance to the gallery.
Okay, I was just like, did I just leave? Oof, that could be like a reference to something. I'd have to check, because there was a Lovecraft story for Black Monolith. I believe this is people ascending in R'lyeh because of the architecture in the background. This is abstract, but it could be someone going mad because of the two things between them. I don't know. Grandpa Geppetto. I don't know who that guy is. Could be a Lovecraftian entity. Might be the bloated woman, but I don't imagine me to have tentacles on her head since her thing's kind of weird. Ooh, what's this? Ooh. A bear? A woman? Ooh, more ancient daggers. Okay. These are like shamblers. This one's interesting. There's two of the tentacle hentai. Scarabs, again, very reminiscent of our dear friend Nyarlathotep.
Why was he so interested in old weapons?
Nyarlathotep is my favorite Lovecraftian entity. And I know he's not in this game. I just wish that they would have done like a huge reference to him. Yeah, these are like, oh, I believe they're R'lyeh. I don't know which entity these are supposed to represent, but they probably represent some kind of entity or creature in the mythos. God, I'm fangirling. You guys must be super annoyed. A lion that is from Japan.
The man transformed an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery.
I think Cthulhu was really referenced. This is an entity. I know that for a fact. The devil is an entity, but it's something else entirely. But yeah, this represents something in the mythos. Or this could be more like the religious stuff that they're used to. This man is... like, it's cool, but at the same time it's super morbid. A bear fighting another bear, I believe? Oh, that's a seal. Yeah, that's a seal. This kid really does not like ducks. Yeah, that one's dying. That's cool. Is that like a Shambhala? That's a Shambhala. They're all turning, yeah. I think this is more akin to the Faceless God. But those ones are definitely a reference to Nyarlathotep's the Faceless God. Oh god, that's so weird. I love it. Alright. Let's go to the center of its art gallery. I really don't know what to expect from this. I'm actually kind of shaking. Alright guys, let's find out. Let's Sarah Hawkins' signature. Let's take a turn around and make sure we're not missing anything. Yeah.
Is this dagger part of Sanders' collection, or was he seeking to acquire it?
He has it. It's in the other ring. Far from possessing the talents of Sarah Hawkins, Sanders drew a dagger with a tortured form down to the smallest detail. The god carries a strange historic symbol. I think it's an elder sign. A recurring feature of his correspondence with Sarah. Alright, so I'm guessing that's probably gonna be like the way they kill the Shambhala. Alright. Oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, she... Why are you getting up?
What the hell was that?
Snap back, snap back. Oh, excuse me. Oh god. Oh, that's so fucked. Where was that dagger we saw earlier? No, that's not the one. It was in here. No. No, fuck. There's someone here, wasn't it? No, that's like an Oblivion looking thing. Oh, was it between this? Yeah, okay. No, that's like a fucking, that's like Kano's knife, what the fuck? Might have been in the other ring. I feel like it's gonna find me.
Down. This dagger looks different.
That works. Oh no.
What's the matter with you?
I'm gonna look at the trophy real quick. These all look the same, yeah. Banished dimensional shrimp, okay. Hey.
You sure you won't be needing that hand? You're losing it, Detective.
I am.
At this rate, you're right. The bottle will get you before I do.
You didn't see anything.
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
Yes.
I was attacked by a creature. I pushed it back, I think.
I think so too.
Oh.
You knew. You knew about the beast.
What are you talking about? Think yourself lucky that I saved your hand, even if it was to save my goods.
What?
You mean me?
Don't flatter yourself, sweetheart. I'm talking about the contents of this gallery.
Oh.
And by the way, where do you think you're going with that dagger?
It saved my life. It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it. From what I saw in the ledgers, it was him who sold it to Sanders.
It's not your style to give me free information like that.
Take it as payment for being my canary. A simple trade-off.
Thank you.
Now go see your antique seller. I still got things to settle with Irene.
She's dead, isn't she? That was her. Oh no, something happened. Oh god, that was. Oh, that actually made me uncomfortable. The Nameless Bookstore. The Shambler turned out to be much more than artwork painted by Sarah Hawkins, as a huge creature came out of the painting to attack Pierce. After a hard fight, the detective managed to send it back to the painting. He laid his cup to the dagger he used to repel the creature had been so disgusted by a man named Algernon Drake, owner of the Nameless Bookstore. Oof. Pierce decided to pay the library a visit. But I remember, wasn't that the guy we saw at the, bar? The occult guy? No. Oh, suddenly broke in, so might as well. This man's probably shitting himself. What happens if the guy, like, lost his key and he was the one that, like, broke through the window? I feel like he did. I don't feel like there's anything bad about this.
Where's the bookseller? Freud's The Interpretation of Dreams. It's the work that laid the foundations of psychoanalysis at the beginning of this century.
This practical work written by Sigmund Freud for psychologists describes techniques of anti-rational interpretations of dreams, and analysis must follow several rules, especially that of free association, a principle announced by Freud at the end of the 19th century. It treats dreams as a way of refilling buried desires. I cannot believe that this theory is applicable to my nightmares. Sigmund Freud was actually really famous. I believe his works were really sexual, though. I have to remember that. spot hidden. I don't think I need that as much as... It's okay, psychology, actually, you know what, okay, I like that. I'd rather have that than nothing. I believe this guy was writing occult stuff. This is probably gonna be something
An old diary.
The pastor declared himself to be the prophet. He renounced God and worshipped a strange pagan entity with a monstrous appearance. His wife tried to reason with her husband, but in vain. He was convinced that he must listen to this voice in his head because it holds the truth. Probably Cthulhu, or something like Cthulhu. Something Cthulhu. No, Cthulhu. Cthulhu. Ooh, a blimp. I believe there is stuff here that pertains to the Lovecraftian theme. Yeah, this guy probably has a bunch of occult shit that can probably... I want to unlock the occult options, because I believe if I do that...
The Book of Zion is the foundational work behind Helena Blavatsky's Theosophical movement. Its followers place truth on the same footing as a religion.
These Tibetan writings are the origins of the historic movement founded by Helena Blavatsky. At the end of the 19th century, the creator of Theosophy would have drawn extensively on the text of this work, but no one has ever been able to consult them. I thought they didn't exist. This book, discovered in the nameless bookstore on Darkwater, could be as much as a fake as a refutable proof of Blavatsky's sincerity. That's true, that could be. This is gonna be Cthulhu stuff? Cthulhu stuff, okay. I guess this guy. Ooh, boobies. Ooh, what's this? Handbook on anatomy and dissection. As precise and illustrative of much detail as the first one, this book focuses on healing surgery specific to malformations and motor disorders. That sounds pretty good. Biology, I'm looking for occult stuff. That's probably in the back. I feel like this guy is like one of those guys. He keeps a lot of the occult stuff. Maybe this guy's a doctor. God, this is disturbing, yet I like it. I want occult stuff. Okay, we'll pretend we didn't see that and continue. Oh, what's this? Handbook on anatomy of dissection. The least can be said about this book is the title is well conceived. The illustrations of human in anatomy and dissection methods presented in illustrated in great detail. You have to have a strong heart attachment to... Okay. More anatomy stuff. Alright. I thought like the nameless bookstore is gonna be like, ooh, H. Lovecraft writings or stuff like that. We're not gonna worry about that. It's whispering. Okay, I guess that one's a no. Guess I can't get that one. What a shame, I really want that one. Whispering safes are very rare to find in America nowadays. Especially when...
What happened here?
Let me do this real quick. Ooh. Talk about the history in the 19th century as the American rail industry reached its peak in the rest of the world. From this water surrounding Darkwater, this phenomenon appears even more mysterious because up until then the region was favored refuge for Ceticans. In 1847, the monster pursued sailor returned to the port for checking out the creature on board. His crew asked to see a monster had eaten all of the disappeared whales, but an eye ferocious to survive. Okay. What is it like?
Let's start over. Where did they break in from? Blood. Seems like amateur work.
It's like they would even try. Oh, I didn't see this.
To whom does this footprint belong? This burglar seems to be rather clumsy.
No, they were probably limping and... God, this is like fucking Batman all over again. It's gonna lead back to that fucking whispering safe, isn't it? Yeah. Alright,
What killed all these animals? What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene? What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work? What the... Charles Hawkins?
What?
What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess?
Oh no. What is that?
Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this safe.
It's...
Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case. Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe.
A page seems to be hidden here that is possible to read. If somebody finds these memories, there will be no doubt that I am in serious trouble. My last and only hope is that my body and bones are still in this plane of reality. In order that they may be recovered and burned, the funeral urn must be given to my dear mother if she is still of this world. The following message is capital importance. Whoever reads these lines and demonstrates acridity as sharp as mine, I hope to gain access to my most precious possession. It lies within the safe, and the clues to my combination are to be found in the cylinders, each hand where life and city combine in the Greek word. Each cylinder is numbered, even as if the celebrated author says, order is the pleasure of reason, but disorders is the delight of the imagination. Indeed, despite my preference for organized chaos, I must admit that reason usually prevails in the end. If by chance a person, or should I say genius, was to match my intellect and find a combination of a safe, I would ask that they deliver its contents into the safekeeping of my friend and colleague, Professor Armitage of Miskatonic University. The content of the safe is not only a fast digest of knowledge, but also a weapon that is far too dangerous for it to fall in the wrong hands. I hope that you will be able to appreciate the danger that this represents, and that you will act accordingly. In any event, I will neither be there to guide you nor to suffer from your actions. I have a bad feeling it's, God, I really don't know what to say. It's gonna be something. Oh, there's a diary in here.
Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills?
Just fucking everyone?
What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet?
The key of Violet. Oh no. This key that bears the Elder's sign is the only one able to protect your psyche. It is in the form of a cylindrical medallion hanging at the end of a heavy chain. Hundreds of years ago, the star and the branch whose purpose is to push back the forces of the great old ones were engraved at its center. Everything points it to being Charles Hawkins had tore it from its last owner, an Egyptian antique dealer. In press cutting that mentions the misdemeanor, the date of the robbery coincides with the last of Hawkins' trips to Correo. It remains to be seen whether he knows the true purpose of the artifact. Try to find it. Oh, I could kind of read the, Oh, so he was trying to find an older sign. Yeah, if anyone that doesn't know, the Great Old Ones like beings like Cthulhu. I'm not gonna try it. And basically, they're not gods. They're just really powerful entities that have some kind of potency into the realm of cosmology. I know I sound like a weirdo, but that's true. I'm guessing these have something to do
Arkham
with it.
editions. Never heard of him.
Isis and Failed, a book of historic philosophy and a key text in the Madame Blavatsky's Theosophical Movement written by Helena Blavatsky. This film is part of the Arkham anthology, a luxurious collection of treatises and works on the historisms and the supernatural. Oh, that's fucking, the Arkham is a town, I believe, from H.P. Lovecraft, where the, Dunwich Horror took place, where this family in Arkham, basically let, Yogg-Sothoth have intercourse with his wife and create a eldritch abomination. I'm gonna pee, because I feel like there's a lot of references I have to read. of my bubble. It's electric when I see you, it goes off. Alright, is it still recording? Great.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
Key of Solomon. A book of spells supposedly written by the legendary King Solomon. It contains various rituals of invocations and rituals of curse. Re-edition by Claudia D. Rates based on L.O.W. D. Lawrence original. This volume is part of the Arkham Anthology, a luxurious collection of treatises and works on esotericism and the supernatural.
Another volume by Arkham Editions.
Oh no. Azathoth and Other Horrors, a collection of poems by Edward Pickman Derby, also known as Nightmare Lyrics. This collection of poems was sensationally received when first published in 1908. Derby was only 18 years old. This volume is part of the Arkham Anthology, a luxurious collection. Okay. Azathoth is actually basically the top deity in the mythos, and basically he's known as the blind idiot god because he created reality just by sleeping, and his son is Nyarlathotep, and basically Azathoth is constantly asleep, and everything is reality itself. It's his dream. But if Azathoth was ever to awaken, he would be the only entity left. It's unknown if there are more like him, or he's the puppet of an entity. All it is known is he's basically like the top of the top. He's the most overpowered creature in just anything. Because again, he's asleep, and at the same time he's kind of not. Basically he's living in his own dream, but if he's to awaken, everything disappears, and all the other, a bunch of outer gods are constantly playing flutes and drums, keeping him asleep. It's really interesting. They mention him, and Pickman is from another story, I believe, made by Lovecraft. Basically, it's this guy named Pickman. He makes art and stuff out of humans, like bloods and other excrement, anything out of the human. He's actually referenced in Fallout 4, I believe, which is interesting that they do a Pickman reference, especially since Pickman's an artist. But I guess in this universe, he's a guy that wrote about the outer gods. Interesting stuff.
Arkham Editions. How many volumes are there in this collection?
Missa di Requiem P. Shagai, opera in 8 acts by Benedetto Scitti Bledigia, an infamous lyrical work published in Italy in 1768. It is said that the opera was performed only once, resulting in an audience riot that left several dead and missing. Alright, yeah, Shagai. I don't know. I don't know if that's a reference to the Shagai, a race of primordial, basically these weird slime creatures made by the Elder Things, or, I don't know if it's Elder Things, Elder Ones, or it's supposed to be a Shub-Niggurath reference. It's probably Shagai, I'm just pronouncing it wrong. God damn it.
Another volume by Arkham Editions.
Prophecies. A collection of long-term astrological predictions written by Nostradamus, translated by E. Leonor and Theovas Weidbridge. There's probably some references I'm missing there, but I don't understand them. The top does say it in Riley, though. That's interesting.
Arkham Editions. Never heard of them.
Linda. An ancient Frisian manuscript translated by William R. Sandbach. The text claims that in the distant past, Europe and other continents were controlled by the mothers of this people, and moreover, that alphabet is derived from the Frisian language. Again, from one of the books, I forgot which one, though. It's been a while. I should probably reread all of them before doing this again.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
Things That Should Not Be, a collection of essays on American folklore and urban legends written by Albert Wilmoth, professor at Miskatonic University. Obviously, most Lovecraftian beings and anything in the mythos, basically, things that should not be. So Lovecraft actually says that a lot in his stories.
Another volume by Arkham Editions.
Whoopsius Hamectum, written by Hermes to translated and edited by Nathaniel. He covers this collection of texts on different beliefs, was written by a legendary philosopher. Includes a translation of the Emerald Tablet, popular. Alright. Yeah, these are all references to Lovecraft stories, especially this one's not really a Lovecraft.
Never heard of him.
But all of the American folklore creatures, like the Wendigo and stuff, yeah, those in the Lovecraft actually have an explanation. So yeah, it's really interesting that they put that in there, actually. I'm actually kind of surprised they took the time.
Cylinders that Drake tried to hide. I should perhaps listen to them.
Does he have a phonograph? I believe the phonographs are probably at the house. Dark whatever. You read this? No, that's a volume 2. Fuck, I didn't read it. Everyone's probably happy I didn't, but I'm not. Alright. It's weird that we didn't get to read those beforehand. But I'm not mad. I'm actually really happy I get to read those. I was kind of hoping for some references. Especially Azathoth. Like, he's basically God.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
Alright, so the first lock's
The Chalice of Knowledge.
The sculpture seems to be very ancient. It seems to be made of gold and decorated with real precious stones. Do the rubies and sapphires make up a specific motif? Right. So I have to probably count them.
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
4 white pieces, okay.
Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham Editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
Okay.
The Chalice of Knowledge.
Rubies and sapphires. Sapphires are the blue. So okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. God damn, I lost count. Okay, there we go. I won't lose count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So, let me put the ones I know so far in. Maybe I would just put 9. Maybe that'll be it. Does this even have 15? Oh, it probably doesn't. Right. I'm gonna go on a limb and say, I know this for a fact is for, 9.
What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was taught. What did Drake say about this collection?
How many of the Arkhams were there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so it is 9. So it's just this one I'm missing. Alright. Well, okay. You said 9. There's 9 books, and I can't put 19, so...
The Chalice of Knowledge.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe 6? God damn it. What if I'm getting these wrong? I just go... just go down till I get one. I think... Wait.
The Queen has little protection.
Oh, you know, I just realized. Oh, we're defending the White Queen, so there's 3 of us. The White Queen isn't one of the players. Oh my god, I'm so fucking dumb.
The Chalice of Knowledge.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5. Okay, is it 539? I feel like it's 539. Ugh. I feel really stupid about the chess one. Because he even did say that we're protecting the queen. I didn't mention. Actually, SRB. Oh shit. Okay. Oh, that's an Necronomicon, isn't it? Oh no. No, this is some Eldritch bullshit. We're not even like... Oh, Edward, you're not supposed to read that without the Elder sign. Yeah, it's the Necronomicon. Oh, no. Oh, this is what Sarah Hawkins right? Oh, that's right. I don't want to be back here. In the nameless bookstore, P.S. traced the trail of an attempted burglary. He discovered that Charles Hawkins was behind the attempt. P.S. opened the bookseller's safe to find what the latter and Sarah Hawkins has hidden in there. A book covered in human skin lying inside. irresistibly attracted the detective when he opened it. His mind was, yeah, it's Necronomicon. Oh, why did he have the Necronomicon? Yeah, the Necronomicon was made by Abdul Azahad, I believe his name was. Basically, he was an Arab, a Muslim, and he abandoned God to seek out the truth in the desert, and he wrote this book containing all sorts of knowledge of the old gods out and anything, like, basically it's like the book that contains everything in Lovecraft's universe. And some invisible creature grabbed him and took him to the sky and ripped him apart. And basically that book is like one of the most dangerous things in our world because it just contains knowledge of, eldritch power and stuff. So well done, Call of Cthulhu. You've actually done something kind of smart. I wasn't expecting that. A lot of people are like, God, this guy's a fucking nerd.
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
No, I'll get in trouble.
Did you inject him with a tranquilizer?
No, Doctor. Not me, not anyone. Our stock is empty, yet again.
Again? But there was enough for the whole island.
More and more people are suffering from insomnia. We can't refuse to help.
Of course.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Very well. I'll examine him. 30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell. His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin. Tender at the touch. Slightly sticky. Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Oh no.
Look at
Babies.
these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
He is.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth. I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes. Like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
Oh, he's becoming one of the fish people.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
Yes.
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients. Provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
The baby.
His limbs? His body temperature? I don't know what experiments you've undertaken, but this is going too far.
He's a fish.
Oh, I sense some excitement beneath your indignation.
Oh.
Could it be you wish to join me in my scientific endeavors?
Yes.
You
no.
are a brilliant physician, Dr. Fuller, but this man has the attributes of some kind of animal.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
Oh no.
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Super strange.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
We could rape him.
Don't you get involved in this. You've done enough already.
But doctor, this man is dying.
There's nothing we can do about it. He's in the hands of Dr. Fuller. Do you wish to end up like Elizabeth? With a diploma from Nightingale and the chores of a cleaning lady?
No. You're right.
Let me do my own investigation. It's time I found those missing files.
Yeah, I
And where would you find
let her
those?
die.
In his office. What if you get caught?
My body.
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep Mum.
Okay, so he's injecting some kind of like DNA into them, turning them into like... It's... Okay, he mentioned cephalopod, so it's probably not Dagans or whatever they're called.
This place draws you in and never lets you go.
So I'm guessing it's more of
the answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
Everybody says she's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Do you really need Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her reproach until she's settled the problem.
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
Dr. Fuller is too much like a Nazi Jesus. So I have to go into his office, find out why he's making people into octopi. Oh, maybe he created Octodad. Plot twist of the year. At the end, Edward Pierce turns to the camera. That'd be an excellent plot twist. Architecture is what goes up, like whatever. Okay, that's not gonna help me because I think if I play as her, I basically have every kind of medical knowledge already, so I don't know if that's gonna help me. Yeah, it's not gonna. Yeah, I was about to say, can I check her like skills? If I take off my top, will Dr. Fuller aid me?
I have little time for you, Doctor. Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
Can I punch you?
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do.
God damn it. I'm gonna get killed on that.
Let's hope I can go through the administration office. The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
Sorry, but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory.
Where did my fiancée go? I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
I don't get why they have us waiting so long. Almost no patients here.
Ethan.
Marie,
What are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my medication, of course. Why?
You're not here for treatment, right?
Am I so obvious?
Yeah.
Only to me. I know you worry about me.
I trust you. I'm happy to see you.
Me too, Ethan. Is that all?
Well, there might be something else. I'm not sure.
Tell me.
I have nightmares. They keep me awake every night. It seems stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
Actually, you're not the only one.
I think everyone's having
No. No one has ever seen the things I see. It's like I'm turning mad.
So many people have this affliction. It's like an epidemic.
Do you think it might be related to Fuller's work?
I don't know yet, but I will figure all this out. Everyone in Darkwater is suffering from nightmares.
Really?
We don't have any medication left.
Oh. There's no excuse then. I should let you work.
Take care, Ethan.
You too, Marie.
Dr. Colden, we need you at once in Dormitory B.
What is the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I'll see to it right away.
And the family of Mrs. Harding is asking to see her medical file.
I'll never understand why it's so hard to see patients' files around here.
Rules are rules. See, with Dr. Fuller, he's in charge. Anyhow, they're still waiting, and I don't think they'll leave until they get what they want.
Understood. Anything else?
As a matter of fact, yes. A man has been brought up from the basement.
Oh. What state is he in now?
You should go see for yourself, Doctor. Dr. Colden.
In this episode of House. Is this the guy that got brought up?
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination. He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling.
He must have been eating cereal. So? Okay, I was about to say, like, really?
His binds left bloody wounds.
So, Doctor, what should we do with this patient?
Execute him.
Those basement brutes tied him up too tight, and now he's hurt.
I keep trying to heal his wounds, but he reopens them.
Do you have a diploma as a nurse?
Excuse me?
So take care of this man.
Don't give me a reason to come back, bitch.
Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble. He broke his back in an accident.
Ah, the whaling station. What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
Doctor, that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
The one that hides the smuggling business.
Oh no, not them. They don't go on that side of the island. Everyone in his place. The captain on one side, Cat on the other, and me. Well, I've been to the whaling station, I have.
What did you see there?
Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
And that's how you broke your back?
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out.
I see. You're quite a dumbass. Have to rape you myself, of course.
Hay fever? What's he doing here?
Doctor, please. My chest.
Oh my god, this asshole. Yeah.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation. Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands. The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up.
It's temperamental,
And I'm the
if
one
I
who
understand
pays.
correctly.
What a pest. It's so unfair. Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag.
The door to the boiler room is locked. I have to get the key if I wish to get rid of Donovan.
She's a witch, an old hag. Everything all right, Dr. Colden?
All is well, Elizabeth, thank you. I was making sure the water wasn't cut off yet again.
Thank God, no. The water's running. I have no desire to call Donovan for help.
Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
I'm gonna get you yelled at. Oh, you didn't hate me already.
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan.
Oh, listen to the way
We've been waiting to be
you
restocked
naughty
for
girl.
weeks.
And the answer is no. You can imagine that she...
The doses prescribed
doesn't
by
dare
Fuller
say a
are
thing.
far too high.
That silly goose lets herself be trodden on.
Oh well, at least we won't have to clean for a while.
Watch out for the water,
Just wait
Doctor.
and see the next time the water's cut off. It's a real show.
I want to make spaghetti meatball.
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
It's almost as if we don't have a lot of budget here. Surely that must not be true.
Doctor, those people need you at the dormitory.
Would you know where the key to the boiler room is?
Betty didn't put it back in its place. Well, she took it to lock the door.
I'll ask her. Thank you.
But if I may say so, Doctor, I think that the problems of our patients are more urgent than the plumbing.
I bet.
I'll tend to it. Don't worry.
It's a quiet little town. Days go by, steady as ever.
I don't get why they have us waiting so long.
Where did my
Almost no
fiance go?
patients here.
I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
Everybody says it. She's a witch. An old hag. Everything all right, Dr. Colden?
Betty.
All is well, Elizabeth. Thank you. I was making sure.
Thank God.
Come now.
I'm trying, Doctor. Sometimes I imagine she shuts down the water her...
Her time is much too precious. Courage.
Thank you.
Who the fuck is Betty? I don't know any Bettys. I don't want to know Betty. I hope these assholes.
Why did nobody tell me about her admission? Mrs. Sanders?
Oh, she's probably dead. There's this asshole. There you are, Mr. Suit.
Where did my fiance go? I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
It's a quiet little town. Days go by, steady as ever. I wanted more for myself, but...
Do you want something? I think that you're needed in Block B, Doctor.
No.
The door to the boiler room is locked. I have to get the key if I wish to get rid of Donovan. We're running out of this medicine.
I know, Doctor. We sent the purchase order, though, but Mrs. Donovan refused it.
Once again.
Can't you do anything?
Donovan takes her instructions directly from Dr. Fuller. I'm afraid I can do nothing about it for the moment.
Betty, who the fuck is Betty? Oh, I have a note. I don't know who I give it to. I don't know. You boys trying to...
Gentlemen, may I help you?
We're waiting on news regarding our mother, Maureen Harding.
Oh,
She
she's
came
dead.
in with a kidney problem, but we haven't heard anything since.
I'm sorry. Dr. Fuller is a very busy man.
Well, is there anyone else who can tell us what's going on?
She's our only family, you know? And we can't even see her medical file.
Don't worry. I'm aware our institution is not always welcoming. But your mother is in good hands. I'll tend to her myself, and keep you informed at once. Would that suit you?
Well, that sure sounds great to us, Doctor. Thank you.
But those are just words, so we're not budging.
Very well. At least I'll know where to find you.
So, Doctor, have you been able to examine our mother?
Pardon me.
We're waiting. She came.
I'm sorry.
They're taking.
Ah, so there's Harding. She's still sleeping. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney.
So, Doctor, have you been able to examine our mother?
Damn it.
I've tended to her, and I have good news. Her blood analysis is reassuring. Her kidneys are as new.
Are you talking about the same person? This is miraculous.
She's still recovering, but you may speak to her upon her awakening.
Oh, thank you so much, Doctor. We'll wait for her to wake up. We've been here since this morning, so it won't make a difference.
Right, who was the bitch I was speaking to this about?
Thank you for your help, Doctor.
Thank you. Would you know where the key to the...
Betty didn't put...
I'll ask her. I'll be going. This man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to...
Please, the fewer interruptions there are, the faster I'll be finished.
I just want the fucking boiler room.
Where did my fiancée go?
Dead.
I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
Please, I'll be in trouble with Mrs. Donovan if I'm late.
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do.
I mean... I definitely know you're not doing shit, lady. God. You really go for pastrami sandwich right now. This... Oh my god, I wish she'd stop talking. I want her to get in trouble. Betty? You're not Betty. What the fuck is Betty? Who could possibly name the child something so grotesque?
Dr. Colden? Hello, Betty. I'm looking for the key to the boiler room.
What for?
To put it in its place. Perhaps I should do the same with you.
Oh,
I beg your pardon?
I suspect you of having a little too much fun at Elizabeth's expense. But be warned, it could easily be you they will all be laughing at tomorrow.
You are right, Doctor. The key is in the dormitory office in Block B.
Thank you. I shall go fetch it.
How in the bloody fuck was I supposed to know? Betty. Yeah.
The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait.
I'll have the power to control the universe. Yes, the boiler. It is now mine to control. The cosmic power at hand. I will become God. Alright, yep. Go in there and get tentacle raped.
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
Oh, are you serious, lady? a stick. I don't mean to be mean, but how can she not fucking... It's not even like a woman thing. I think even my girlfriend can, and she's super skinny. How the fuck do you have problems turning a pipe? I'm actually kind of aggravated. How can you... Is there like a fire poker or something I can take? There's gotta be like something stick-like. Something I can use as a stick. Maybe I... Why can't I just take one of the booms? I'm pretty sure fucking... I needed two. What kind of tool are you gonna use, lady? Was I supposed to do all this so the bitch would leave? Let's see, it'll be a second. I'm looking for it. There we go. Monkey bitch. You have picked up an actual monkey. I don't know where you found this, but yeah. Okay. And that's how you cause spy problems.
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion.
Alright. I guess I'm gonna go tell,
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctor who has things to do.
Should I just tell her just straight up? Elizabeth, I have turned off the water.
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
I can't take this, Marie. I feel I'm gonna burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch.
Bitch!
Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time.
You ugly little bitch. Should have checked on the water. Guess what? Miss Donovan, she's gonna have your ass. And I don't mean sexually.
Mrs. Donovan?
I'm busy. Elizabeth, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. But it's about the water.
What now?
It's off. It's not my fault.
Nothing is ever your fault. I told you to control the flow, even if I know it's not your strong point.
I've apologized 1,000 times.
I haven't counted that many, but then unlike you, I don't have time to keep track.
Please, Mrs. Donovan.
At last. The missing files must be hidden here.
You definitely hit him at his desk. There's just really no doubt about... No, never mind, okay. I mean, most super villains keep this stuff and like that. What were the... boxes? He seems to have a lot of those. Oh.
The Stendhal syndrome. Of course. This is where Fuller found his diagnosis for Francis Sanders.
Oh yeah, he must use that to basically tell them that that's why they need that kind of treatment. God, this game's really good.
Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle. I've unlocked something. Patient
Really?
files. I was right.
Okay, really, I have the Sarah Hawkins files. I doubt I need to fucking keep searching. I feel like I'm gonna get caught, and I feel like he's gonna, like, kill me. I am not even, like, saying that, like, unironically. I legit feel like this is gonna be, like, the you're going to die approach. Alright, but, since my character's such a, like, genius, you know, I guess, yeah. Let's just do what she wants. Oh, come on! We have the file.
Session number 17.
We have the file.
Patient? Sarah Hawkins. The patient appears to have finally accepted the illusory nature of what she calls the mythos. It goes without saying that these peculiar delusions are the price that comes with her exceptional gifts.
This finger belonged to a woman. Why keep it here?
It's hers. Oh my god, why am I doing this? There's a woman's shoe. How can you not? Okay.
Why is Ethan on medication?
There's a woman's shoe in here.
Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
At first, I presumed that her blood was the key. But I found nothing to explain Mrs. Hawkins' abilities.
The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
Then James came, irate that Charles was keeping secrets from him. I presume that he will try to break into the basement sooner or later. I am prepared.
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
It is fortunate that I had the presence of mind to set the morgue in the basement. When all the fuss about the Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings. In the meantime, they must remain hidden in plain sight.
My sex dungeon, of course. That's where I would keep my friends.
Of course. Sarah Hawkins is the connection.
And Fuller's gonna kill us, isn't he?
I must go back to the basement.
No, you don't. We have enough. We have enough evidence, lady. You're going to get yourself killed at this point. He knows. He literally just explained that. Ah, yes, I know about this or that. You're literally asking for him, like, find you, lady. You're going to get killed. I don't even know how to say it this time. Yeah, you're in, like, a fucking, yeah. Oh, God, I don't want to go back here. It's just a nightmare realm. Yeah, look, all this blood and shit. Like, lady, I was right. Yep.
Ah, now that's the Marie that I know.
Take off your
I
clothes.
knew I could count on your scientific curiosity. It's time to show you what you were so eager to discover.
He's gonna experiment on it and turn it into an octopi. Cthulhu. Don't. Oh, no.
If you're gonna shoot me, at least have the decency to look me in the eyes.
Turn around.
Oh, sorry.
Slowly.
My arch nemesis, Dr. Drake.
Talk, filthy thief! Or I swear I'll shoot!
You didn't.
Take a minute to look around. Everything points to Charles Hawkins.
He's dead!
No. He was here for a very specific item.
Oh, no.
The book. Why was it in the safe?
Have you read it?
Answer the question.
How foolish of you. Now you won't be able to escape his will. What did it show you?
I know I can trust you.
She went into Fuller's office. She was looking for Sarah Hawkins' corpse.
Sarah Hawkins, you say? Let's go back to the start, shall we? Whose life did the Necronomicon choose to show you?
I was right.
Dr. Colden. She was at the Riverside Institute. She's in danger. I have to go.
Wait! No one knows the occult better than me. You might need my help.
I know Dr. Trick. I like you.
All right. All right. I might need you after all.
Perfect. Let's meet later at the Hawkins mansion. Now go! Rescue the doctor!
I know I can trust this guy. Caught in the trap. The book projected Pierce into the body of Dr. Colden. The detective watched helplessly as Bradley's friend carried out her inquiry. Confronted with the experiments of Fowler, she got into his office and discovered that the director of the Riverside Institute was hiding information, if not the body of Sarah Hawkins. But she was discovered by Fowler. Pierce must have her before it's too late. Or save her. I'm gonna end it here. I feel like we're gonna going near the end of the game, because I believe the book went up to 12 chapters, so I don't believe I should continue after this. I mean, I am going to continue tomorrow or something, but I shouldn't continue, because first off, I was supposed to do something else tonight, and second, I don't know. It's just I wanna like save the final part for its own thing. I really like this game. I believe this game came out last year, so it's definitely looking out to be my favorite game of 2018. I'd say 19, but again, this is a 2018 game, so I don't want to say it's the best game this year. Mostly because that Remnants from the Ashes is looking pretty good, and I'm gonna pick that up when I get the chance. Well, Combat 11 looks pretty good too, but I don't think I'm going to do a series on that. Alright.
I pray that Colden is really here. And alive.
Diary of Evan Wigwood's wife, her husband John, but the first Hawkins man called Hilltop, and was literally among the first white colonists of the island.
An old diary.
Alright, boys. This is Shambo Hut. Main menu. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Again, I hope I don't have to do this delay again. I really do want to continue the series and help you guys maybe understand more mythos. This game's actually has a really good story so far, and I'm actually enjoying it to the point where I think I'll play it to the end. So I'll probably finish it tomorrow, if not next weekend. Until then, I'm Dustin the Gamer Gecko, guys. I'll hiss you later. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the series. I am very enjoying it, and I really hope I can finish it soon. So, bye.